Support for this podcast and the following message come from Recorded Future. In cybersecurity, the biggest risk isn't what you see, it's what you miss. Recorded Future, bringing clarity to the signals that matter most to your business. Recorded Future. Know what matters. Act first.
Hey there, it's Ian and Mike. We're here to tell you, as we always do, that this is an archive show.
But that shouldn't diminish your enthusiasm for it. I'm super excited about it. Ian?
I feel the same as I always do. Usually when we play these episodes, we remove the old ads from the episode, but we decided to leave them in this time. So keep in mind the promo codes from 9 years ago may no longer be active.
And know for sure that we're not collecting any advertising revenue.
Now, when you are on the volcano, you actually sometimes forget that you are in such an amazing place. You might be sitting in your tent, you might be surrounded with the toxic gases, it might be just pouring with rain, with the acid rain.
The voice you're hearing is Bradley Ambrose. He is a photographer, and he spends a lot of time camping out by active, scary volcanoes.
And it's just nice for your mind to wander and just find something exciting to do when you are, back out there in the fine weather.
Bit of chocolate, bit of marshmallow.
So recently, Bradley was going to rappel and camp by a violent lake of lava in Benbow Crater in Vanuatu.
And that lake of lava, if you're keeping track, is more than 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So Bradley decided he could use that heat to make s'mores. We should say there are easier ways to make s'mores.
A microwave.
The marshmallow might have been a little bit too large. But I don't think it's too bad for my first s'mores.
So, Bradley, I have to ask, I think one of the worst human experiences is when you have a chocolate bar and you put it in your pocket and then you take it out and it's all melted. This lake of lava is even hotter than the human body. How did you keep the chocolate from melting?
I don't think there is a way that you can keep it from melting. When I opened up the packet, it was misshapen. The heat had actually got to it. But I was able to just, it was still relatively flat, so I was able to just shove it inside the cracker and throw the marshmallow on top.
It's probably worth pointing out, we got in touch with Bradley because we wanted to talk about how to make s'mores by a volcano. But from this point on, the interview stops being about s'mores.
So, Bradley, I have to ask you this. You spend a lot of time close to the lava, deep in this volcano. Have you ever peed into it?
Okay. The lava lake that I've been the closest to, Benbow and Murrum are side by side in Ambrym, and I've been down to the lava lake in Murrum 21 times, which is pretty much the unofficial world's record. And there may have been an attempt, but there's a lot of tornadic winds that come out of there with the cooler air that comes down and the super heated gases and the wind that comes out. There's a lot of splashback. But I have, I did do the first nudie run down in the Murrum crater, but inside Benbow there was too many people to do that, and I don't want to ruin their trip.
Yeah, sure.
And of course, those photos will never ever come to light. It's they're deeply locked away in my vault.
I guess that's true. You've roasted marshmallows. You don't want to roast any weenies.
Yes, well, the photos do show me running up, and I am actually holding on to myself, and the main reason is because of the heat. And then I did the obligatory hands up in the air, yelling "woohoo!" And that only lasted a few seconds before I had to protect myself. The heat of the lava lake itself is about 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. But the radiant heat is a lot less, but it's still enough to cook a few nuts.
Hey, Charlie, what can we help you with?
So I work at a farm animal sanctuary from time to time, and it's just changing food for birds and changing water and occasionally giving a goat a cracker, and it's all very lovely. But,
you said, I'm sorry, you said giving a goat a cracker?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the problem is with the roosters. Sometimes they're really aggressive with me, and I would just like to know how I can lead a more harmonious life with the roosters.
First of all, I want to say this sounds like such a fun thing to do until, I guess, it's rooster time.
Yeah, they can be pretty surprisingly scary for how small they are. And if you get kicked, it's pretty painful.
They kick you?
Yeah. They run up to you, they give a little flutter to get a bit in the air, and they'll kick you right in the, like...
They jump kick you?
Yeah.
Would you describe what it's like to be attacked by a rooster?
So they'll usually build up to it a little bit. They have, they'll sort of peck at the ground and scratch a bit in a way that is slightly different from the way that they normally do that.
Okay.
They give you a bit of a stink eye and walk up to you and then run up to you. Not much vocalization. It's a pretty silent attack.
How many roosters are there?
There are 3 at the sanctuary now. One of them is a little nicer, and then 2 of them are just real jerks.
Yeah. What are the names of the jerks?
That would be Henry and Robbie.
Robbie?
Yeah.
All right, Charlie, we're going to look into this for you.
Well, thanks very much.
Full disclosure, I think before we help out Charlie, I should tell you that Mike has a gecko at home also named Robbie, so he may be biased towards the angry rooster.
Robbie's a great gecko. I feel like we should say that. On the line with us now is our animal expert, Kevin Fitzgerald. He's a vet in Colorado, and also, we should say, a former roadie for the Rolling Stones.
So, Kevin, you heard Charlie. What do you think?
Well, male roosters are terrifically territorial, okay? And protective of their own females and their little turf. A lot of this, chicken behavior is real showy stuff, and there's not a lot of substance to it. So it's kind of like closing time at the bar when everybody, just stands up and shows off their belt buckle, So there's not a lot to it, And so what's happening is our friend Charlie has experienced kind of a turf war where these roosters are seeing him as a rival or a threat. And I think spending some time with them outside of taking them to a neutral place, not his own little pen, and feeding them. Oftentimes with feeding they'll warm up, but a lot of times with just the territorial things. I mean, these guys are hammerheads. I mean, they're roosters, and they're only for one thing, and that's for breeding, and so they are really jazzed up hormonally, and they're always at the top of their game. The other thing you could do is you could eat them.
Well, that would show them who's boss, I guess.
That was a joke. That was a bad joke.
Well, if he ate one of them,
Bad
that
joke.
would convince the other one not
Send
to mess
the
with him.
message.
Maybe he would make an example of the one guy. And no, there's not a real easy answer with these guys because over thousands of years I've learned they can get what they want by all this bravado. So a lot of it is just show. But it is quite a showy display, and if you've not been around it, it's scary.
What I find strange is, do you think there's something about Charlie? I can't imagine that a rooster sees him and thinks, you know what, he's competition for these hens, for the affection of these hens.
No, Charlie's a good guy. It's not anything about Charlie. It's not, they go, geez, I just don't like this guy. What is it? Maybe he has thin, cruel lips or a gummy smile. Is that what you're thinking?
Well, I don't know. Or maybe there's something about him that's rooster-like, where they're like, we have to worry about this guy.
Well, maybe, does he have a mullet?
Oh.
We didn't ask.
Oh, no, I'm sure Charlie is he's an animal lover. He's trying to help but I think the other thing is he has to realize that a lot of it is just this showy display, and if he stands his ground, they're not going to do much, and so and he can back them off.
Would it be possible for Charlie to get some kind of like a chicken pheromone to cover himself in, and then kind of take advantage of the randiness of the roosters?
To disguise himself as a hen, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, depends what Charlie's into. I think disguising yourself as a hen and then coming in, you might get more than he bargained for.
Yeah. Okay.
Kevin, thank you so much.
All right, keep the faith. I'll talk to you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
This message comes from Schwab. At Schwab, how you invest is your choice, not theirs. That's why when it comes to managing your wealth, Schwab gives you more choices. You can invest and trade on your own. Plus, get advice and more comprehensive wealth solutions to help meet your unique needs. With award-winning service, low costs, and transparent advice, you can manage your wealth your way at Schwab. Visit schwab.com to learn more. This message comes from LinkedIn. Running a business means you wear a lot of hats. Luckily, when it's time to put on your hiring hat, you can count on LinkedIn to make it easy. Post a job for free or pay to promote it and get 3 times more qualified candidates. 86% of small businesses find their next great hire in 24 hours. Also, easily share your job with your network. Plus, manage everything all in one place. Post, match, hire, done. Post your free job at linkedin.com/NPR. Terms and conditions apply. This message is sponsored by DSW, the birthplace of the humble brag. Full of all kinds of shoes that get you at prices that get your budget. And when there are never-ending options for every style, mood, occasion, and budget, there is unlimited freedom to play. And that's something to brag about. So go ahead, stock up on fresh sneakers from your favorite brands. Or try those boots you always secretly knew you could pull off. Find the shoes that get you at prices that get your budget. DSW. Let them surprise you.
Hey, it's Ian and Mike here in the present day. Just once again reminding you this is an archive show.
With archived ads. Now is the part of the show where we tell you about our sponsors. And today, we want to tell you about Stamps.com.
When it feels like there aren't enough hours in the day, you can't waste time making trips to the post office.
Use Stamps.com to buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter or package right from your own computer the instant you need it.
When it feels like there aren't enough hours in the day, consider that maybe the Earth has sped up and that is spinning faster than it should be.
So there's something seriously wrong.
Yeah, that the universe is possibly spinning out of control and our world is about to end.
This is the perfect time. You really can't go to the post office then.
Yeah.
You should. What you should do is you should send a letter to 911.
You can even get special postage discounts you can't find at the post office. Sign up for Stamps.com today for a 4-week trial. If indeed we do have 4 weeks left as a planet.
The outside, at least.
And a special offer including postage and a digital scale.
Go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone, and enter everything.
We also want to thank our sponsor, Casper. They're an online retailer for mattresses.
Casper mattresses are American-made and obsessively engineered for comfort. They use 2 technologies, latex foam and memory foam.
That gives you just the right amount of sink and bounce. And they have a risk-free trial. You can try out your Casper mattress for 100 days if indeed we have that much time left as a race of humans.
We're spinning closer and closer to the sun.
With free delivery and returns.
It's outrageous comfort at a polite price. So go to Casper.com/everything to check out their options.
And they have a special offer for listeners of this podcast. Use the promo code EVERYTHING to redeem $50 towards a Casper mattress that works for you. Bearing in mind, money is a man-made concept that no longer has any relevance in the remaining chaotic days of our society. You might as well just burn your money to keep warm.
Or use it to buy a mattress while you still can. Because it's good to get a good night's sleep and have some back support.
It's possible that as society collapses, we will move to a mattress-based economy, and if you have a Casper mattress, you may become king, or at least the leader of a powerful team of bandits.
The king of sink and bounce.
Terms and conditions apply. These are our final days. The Earth is indeed, as you well know, from the violence and madness that has consumed all nations of the Earth. The final days of the human race are upon us.
We're talking hours here, really. It could be 48 hours. It could be less than that.
Because of the rotation of the Earth, a day now is but 3 hours long.
3 hours long. And what that means is that we're getting closer and closer to the sun.
Yeah, the increasing speed of the spin of the Earth has created a gravitational anomaly, which is sucking us closer and closer towards our molten death. Not unlike the s'mores we mentioned earlier in the show. Bradley's probably gone at this point.
One of the first, no doubt. But he knew it was coming.
He was prepared. The mattress-based economy, at first, it seemed like a good way to continue commerce on the planet. Turns out to be an inconvenient currency.
It's really fallen short.
No wallet is, it turns out, large enough to contain a mattress. There's no way of carrying your wealth with you, which has led to one of the more brutal and violent global conflicts. Let's just say it. It's the most brutal and violent global conflict we've ever known.
I feel like there's a premium placed on memory foam at this point in our society, which I think is unhealthy.
I would have liked that at this point we would have unified as a species and faced our final days as one. Turns out the memory foam faction versus the conventional spring mattress folk.
I have to say, it's pretty sweet, though, that you can have a glass of wine on one side of the bed and lean back and really relish the comfort, and that glass of wine won't move. At this point, I think it's probably safe to say that Charlie won't have to worry about Robbie and Henry.
He's got bigger fish to fry. We hope
literally.
We hope. Yeah. Well, given that the ice caps have melted and most of the Earth is covered in water, fish are everywhere. I hope at least that maybe some of the marauding cannibals that have claimed the Earth as their domain attacked with jump kicks, and so Charlie at least was prepared to fend them off at least a little while. Wherever you are, we'd like to thank you for continuing to listen to podcasts.
Yes, we couldn't do it without you, and we're doing it for you.
Yeah. Hidden Brain, I know many of you listened to, became, in the last few days, once Shankar Vedantam was taken by the others, it became a podcast that seemed mostly focused on finding hidden brains for food.
A zombie treasure hunt.
But as I understand, a lot of 4 and 5 star reviews on iTunes from cannibals. The advice, while a month ago might have seemed almost repulsive to humans, now does seem to be useful. Well, I think just in the time we've been talking here,
3 days actually have gone by.
Well, given that days are now just 2 minutes long.
That's right.
And the Earth is consumed.
It's already tomorrow. It's already tomorrow. The time that you started that, it is now tomorrow. And now that's yesterday.
I think
tomorrow.
I think in the years we've been doing this show.
This message comes from Vital Farms, who works with small American farms to bring you pasture-raised eggs. Farmer Tanner Pace shares why Vital Farms' mission aligns with his goals.
Vital Farms' mission is to bring ethical food to the table. We only have one Earth, and we have to make it count. Like my boys, I want to see them taking care of the land for them to be able to farm and then generations to come.
To learn more about how Vital Farms farmers care for their hens, visit vitalfarms.com. Support for NPR and the following message come from HomeServe. It never happens at a good time. The pipe bursts at midnight. The heater quits on the coldest night. Good thing HomeServe's hotline is available 24/7. Call to schedule a repair and a local pro will be on their way. Trusted by millions. For plans starting at $4.99 a month, go to homeserve.com. Not available everywhere. Most plans range between $4.99 to $11.99 a month your first year. Terms apply on covered repairs.